Hello everyone, my name is Pierre. Welcome to this new video. Today I don't really know what I will be talking about, so maybe I should just talk about how it feels to draw with a biro pen or ballpoint pen or whatever you call it. So I have first maybe an interesting story to tell you. When we were in school, when I was maybe 7 years old or 8 years old, we used to use the big pen. Do you know it? Big pen. I'm sure you know it. And those pens were really cheap, actually. I didn't really like using it. I was more of a fountain pen guy. I don't know, like when you write some sentences, I always prefer like those kind of fountain pen rather than the ballpoint pen. And even after at the university when I was studying, I just used some pencils and I wasn't really using pen, I guess, because sometimes, especially when you have to study kanji. Do you know kanji? The Japanese. I was studying Japanese at the university, and for this ballpoint pen, for me it was too big. Like, maybe you have different sizes, but at the time I didn't know. I didn't search for it, so I was only using a pencil to do my kanji exercises. And maybe a few months ago, maybe in August or July, I don't remember, I was at my mother's place and I was just sitting there in the room, and there was my little niece there with my girlfriend, and they were playing together, painting something. And at the time I was just drawing anything that was around me, and they were cute together, like playing together like a child, like two childs actually. And so there was this ballpoint pen on the table, and I just took it and I tried to draw with it, and actually it felt really good. For some reasons, like I had in my memory, it was you cannot draw details with ballpoint pen. I know it's not correct, but at the time, it was like that for me. And then I was just adding layers to my drawing. It was like painting with watercolor. And it felt actually really good, and after that, maybe every day for 2 weeks or 3 weeks, I used this ballpoint pen, and then I moved from my mother's place to another place, and I didn't have the ballpoint pen anymore, so I bought some other, but they are not so good. At my mother's place there was this big pen, and it isn't the basic pen, it was another one. I don't know exactly what it was, but it was really nice. And the one I used for this video, let me see, it's the Z grip from Zebra, I guess, medium size. So maybe there is a small size, and it would be better to draw with the smaller one. Do you know? Yeah, well, if it's written medium, I guess there should be like a smaller one. And I don't know, this one too, the first time I used it, maybe 1 month ago or something, I didn't really like it, but yesterday for some reasons it was okay. Well, at first actually, when I first drew, I was like, I will not be able to draw anything today. Actually, I wanted to stop again. Sometimes I am like, if from the start it isn't, I haven't a good feeling about the drawing, I just want to stop. And yeah, and you know, and then you stop and maybe watch internet, YouTube, and you see all these guys doing well, and you're like, oh, why am I so bad at drawing? But if you stop, you will stay bad, or you will not improve. I mean, for me, there isn't actually bad or good. You just draw and you have to enjoy it. But as I said in another video, even when you think like that, sometimes you are kind of upset when you cannot draw something. So for this particular drawing you are seeing now, yeah, so the picture actually, it's a Japanese friend who took it. He's a photographer, cameraman there in Japan, and as I follow him on Instagram, I just saw this picture yesterday and was like, well, it's kind of cool, and I want to draw it. And yeah, I don't remember what I was saying. Anyway, it doesn't matter, yeah, right? Yeah, this friend, so maybe I can talk shortly. When I was in Japan, I did a bit of modeling and I worked with this cameraman. Maybe someday, like in the not so near future, I could show you some pictures from this model session. But what do you think about ballpoint pen or biro pen? Do you like drawing with it? Have you ever tried? Or do you hate it? Do you prefer some other kind of pen? Please let me know in the comments. And well, if you like this video, yeah, you can also let me know, and you can subscribe to be part of the trip. Bye bye.